Twitter is going to roll out a new algorithm to get rid of bad tweets. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for conservatives? Hey everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO. And if you're like me, you're on Twitter. In fact, you're probably on a number of social media platforms. And Twitter announcing on Tuesday that they're going to start targeting those spammy tweet robots, bad tweets that go out. They're not going to delete them, but they're going to push them further and further down what you actually see when you log on to the service. This is what the company's blog had to say. The folks over at Twitter, the Vice President, Del Harvey, saying that the change should hit less than 1% of Twitter users. Assuming the service has around 330 million active users, the new change could hit over 3 million users and bots, according to Harvey. The challenge for us has been, how can we proactively address these disruptive behaviors that do not violate our policies but negatively impact the health of conversation? We want to take the burden off of the work of people who are receiving abuse and harassment. So what exactly are we talking about here? What kind of tweets are we talking about? Well, according to CNN, they're talking about tweets that really have nothing to do with your conversation that you're having, tweets that are promoting spam products, tweets that are thrown out there by, kind of those robo-Twitter accounts that are anonymous Twitter accounts, and you think they're maybe, Russian trolls or whatever they may be. That might be true, but there are some conservatives who are a little bit worried about this, thinking that it could impact conservatives who are on Twitter. We've already seen before where conservatives, in my opinion, have been targeted on Twitter and other social media platforms. I've seen numbers hit before, even here on YouTube, off of different videos that I've done. So a lot of conservatives are worried about this, but we'll see what actually happens in the real world with this. Listen, if they can get rid of, and remember, one thing, when I say get rid of, they're actually just pushing down these comments where maybe you won't see them. They're not actually deleting any tweets. They're not deleting any accounts. They're not deleting anything. They're just going to push down those responses to maybe where you don't see them right off the bat when you tweet something out and somebody replies to you. If you're engaged in a conversation, you may not see those tweets at all. Listen, Twitter is a private company. They can do whatever they want. It's their service. I think it's good if they can get rid of some of the spammy robo tweets that are out there. One of the things that I absolutely hate, and again, it's a private company. They can do whatever they want. I hate anonymous commenters. I really do. And I understand sometimes you may work in a job where you need to remain anonymous, or you may want to be a keyboard warrior and say things and remain anonymous, but I absolutely hate it. Maybe it's because I put my name on everything that I do. Maybe it's because I just get tired of the spam tweets or comments that you see. It reminds me of some of the old newspaper online comment sections where people would be keyboard warriors and say whatever they want. You get a lot of it here on YouTube. I think you should put your name behind everything that you say, whether it's online or not. But I understand some people want to remain anonymous. I would love to see Twitter kind of crack down on that, but hey, it's their service. I understand people want to remain anonymous. What Twitter does say is, if you confirm your email address, if they can basically tell you're a real person, your tweets aren't going to be impacted. But if you start sending out spam tweets, which I don't know how they're going to police that exactly, but you start sending out spam tweets, then you will be impacted in different ways. My hope is that conservatives will not be impacted, and even liberals won't be impacted. I think we need the free flow of ideas between liberals and conservatives on Twitter, and all social media platforms need to stop targeting one group or the other group. Let both groups talk. Let both groups speak their minds, or tweet their minds, if you will, and let the conversation happen. People need to stop being offended by, little things that are out there, and we need to stop targeting people just because they have different ideas than maybe we do. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time, News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO.